We felt it would be in our best interest to be here after recent comments. You know, I wish that my son, Aiden Clark, was killed by a 60-year-old white man. I bet you never thought anyone would ever say something so blunt. But if that guy killed my 11-year-old son, the incessant group of hate-spewing people would leave us alone. The last thing that we need is to have the worst day of our lives violently and constantly shoved in our faces. But even that's not good enough for them. They take it one step further. They make it seem as though our wonderful Aiden appreciates your hate, that we should follow their hate. And look what you've done to us. We have to get up here and beg them to stop. Using Aiden as a political tool is, to say the least, reprehensible for any political purpose. And speaking of morally bankrupt, politicians, Bernie Moreno, Chip Roy, J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump, they have spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. This needs to stop now. They can vomit all the hate they want about illegal immigrants, the border crisis, and even untrue claims about fluffy pets being ravaged and eaten by community members. However, they are not allowed, nor have they ever been allowed to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio. I will listen to them one more time to hear their apologies. To clear the air, my son, Aiden Clark, was not murdered. He was accidentally killed by an immigrant from Haiti. This tragedy is felt all over this community, the state, and even the nation. But don't spin this towards hate. In order to live like Aiden, you need to accept everyone, choose to shine, make the difference, lead the way, and be the inspiration. What many people in this community and state and nation are doing is the opposite of what you should be doing. Sure, we have our problems here in Springfield and in the U.S., but does Aiden Clark have anything to do with that? Please stop the hate. I said to Aiden that I would try to make a difference in his honor. This is it. Live like Aiden. Thank you.
Everyone is talking about the death of ducks and cats in this town, but I'd like to talk about the death of one very special person, my mother-in-law, Kathy Heaton. On December 1st, I received a phone call that changed my life forever. She was collecting her trash can from her driveway when a car struck and killed her instantly. A task she had done over 2,000 times, spanning 4 decades in Springfield. That morning, though, a Haitian immigrant was allegedly driving recklessly when he struck and killed her. I say allegedly because to this day, there's been no punishment, not even for the expired tags on the vehicle he was driving. Months before she was killed, I began noticing the reckless driving and complete disregard for our driving laws by some members of the Haitian community. It made me angry. But now my anger has turned to fear for the safety of my family and the citizens of Springfield. I'd been to Haiti 14 years ago. My husband and I went, and it was my first time in a third world country. I sobbed when I saw the poverty living there, and I have great empathy and compassion for them, longing for a safe place to call home. But 14 years later, I'm living in fear in my own city. It's not safe. I am paralyzed with anxiety when I'm getting my children out of the car in any parking lot, walking on any sidewalk, and driving on any road in this town. I'm haunted by the faces I saw when I had to bear the news to my children and husband that she was dead. Their grandmother, the very person who tucked my 7-year-old twins into bed just 6 hours before on her 71st birthday, was never coming back. What everyone has feared is my reality, and it's my grief, and it should be yours as well. It saddens me greatly to think about leaving a place I've made a home, raised my children, became an active member of this community by providing medical care to the underprivileged and underserved, volunteering, serving on boards, and cheering for the success of the city. But just as the Haitians were seeking a safe place to call home, I now have found myself in that same situation, wanting to abandon this city and all my efforts above and search for a safe place to raise my family.
The previous speaker, Mandy Heaton, I am her husband. The woman she spoke of, Kathy Heaton, was my mother. I will be honest in telling you that I do not have the strength to speak about the tragedy endured by the senseless killing of my mother, and I am not here for sympathy. There is nothing that will offset the heartbreak of knowing my mother died after tucking my children into bed, us singing her happy birthday that evening, or the sight of her walking out of my house unaware that'd be the last time we would speak. What I am here for is solution. We are blessed every day to live in a country of freedom and opportunity, a land that welcomes, a land that is for the people and by the people. However, the influx of the immigrants who have made our city, state, and country home have been given a lose-lose situation. They have not been acclimated to the laws, the rights, the responsibilities associated with being an American citizen, an Ohioan, or a resident of Springfield, especially when it comes to the rules and regulations of operating a motor vehicle.
We feel like our city's being taken over. I mean, like I said, is there a cutoff point? What's going on here with that? Are you going to just keep on letting them come in, to keep on busting them in every day, illegal immigrants? While you're asking for more money, include our homeless people. Include our veterans that are on the street, people that fought for this country. This is an invasion.
I've been followed. I've been groped. I'm 58 years old. I've been called racist because I'm white. The influx has come in so fast, and they haven't been educated on our ways, on our laws. They need to know these things. That's causing so much hate and division. I can't find housing. I went to an apartment complex being built, and I was told that I am not allowed to apply.